Let's see. Oh, my chat has gone away. I guess that's the minimum I can do. The minimum width. Well, I guess this'll just have to be good enough. I guess this will. Oh. Is that gonna... It did. Wow. 0 viewers just joined the stream. Nice. Okay. This one, right? I guess I have a lot of time logged that's not saved because this says playtime 7 hours and 16 minutes. But Steam says I've been playing for 8 hours. So last stream we were here and at the end Zen did the whole classic, oh, there may be a mole among us, and then he didn't say among us, but Haruto then did say among us, and it was even voice acted. It was like the only line in that entire conversation that had voice acting for whatever reason. And he said among us, and we all laughed because it was haha funny joke. And then he started laughing like the Joker. And everyone came over and asked if he was okay, and he just kept laughing. So not a great image, not a great look. If I'm being completely honest. I don't know, this should be saved right after the conversation. Because Zen started monologuing, I think it was. And then...
Only you can decide where you belong.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some truth to that. But you don't always have the luxury of choice. For example, you don't choose family. And I didn't choose who I live with in the sea of ruins. Only those who were dealt a good hand can play for the win. Those with a losing hand like mine can only endure, waiting for an opportunity to strike. Even if it ultimately leads to my own downfall, it would still be better than ending up as the sole loser.
I am a gold lock, I am a gold key. I am a silver lock, I am a silver key. I am a brass lock, I am a brass key. I am a lead lock, I am a lead key. I am a monk lock. Ha ha ha, I am a monkey. So I wonder then. Is this gonna be Zen's part of the story? I think I feel a tremor and snap awake. I look around the room, but nothing seems to be shaking.
Must have been a bad dream or something.
My body is covered in cold sweat, and my clothes are sticking to my damp body. He sounds a little different. A shower would be nice, but the island doesn't have any electricity, gas, or water.
No, we do have water.
In that case, I could at least wipe the dirt off of my body. I quickly straighten out my appearance and leave the room. It's been a few days since we obtained the extend machine part from Mashiro Garden Tower. We still have cloned bodies afflicted with the aging effect. Ah, so they're assuming he's old now. Oh, we are old now. Why is the game all potato mode? Everything's gone all bad. Oh no. And now I've got the, oh no. This is great. Let's see. Well, no. Okay. This isn't very helpful. I've somehow gotten the... I can't see my mouse either. I have the Steam keyboard up on the middle of my screen. Let's see. Exit. Oh, that's not what I wanted either. But at least it went away. Okay. Well, not like we missed much. Wait for Steam to open up again. There it goes. Open up big picture mode and launch the game. There we go. Hey, Tipsy Tadpole, thanks for following. Did it mute? Or is there just... No, there's sound. There it is. It's just very quiet. Guess we go back here now.
Only you can decide where you belong.
We can skip this. But we can't skip this, however. I wondered what this was leading towards. I didn't know if it was going to be like another poem type thing, like the last one. But no, it all leads up to I am a monkey. I guess we're monkeys. He thought he felt a tremor, but there was nothing around, and now he's gonna go get water. Find extend machine parts.
Let's check the map.
He sounds so much different when he's old. We're gonna get water.
What's this?
Phew. Wiping my face with a damp towel was even more refreshing than I had imagined. Oops. Haruto Higurashi.
No.
I didn't mean it like that. You're usually up so early. So I thought maybe it was a habit. I'm going to see if I can post some things. Don't know why. It's even worse today. It was getting towards there at the end yesterday, but I didn't expect it to be worse now. Maybe if I boost it.
Just kidding.
I know, I'm just cheesing you.
What?
Why would you do that? A farmer's habit, maybe? Haruto sighs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I found out what this thing is. He pulls what looks to be a miniature radio out of his pocket. Rio found it in the extend machine storage compartment yesterday. Wasn't Rio yelling about that thing being a key item for escaping the island?
Yeah.
Yeah, but long story short, it's just a music player. A music player? We don't even have electricity.
No.
Actually, I noticed this morning there's a solar panel attached to this thing. With that, Haruto turns the music player on. An annoying song begins playing from the speakers. So you can charge it with solar power. But of all the songs, why that one? What a nightmare. Ooh, something's not going good. The bitrate is not looking great.
In that case...
Oh, it just happened to play this one. Don't worry, there are other ones on here. Why would I worry, I want to ask, but I decide against it. BGM can never be nice. You change the background music. Man, I just don't understand what that Lord Manny is thinking. Manny is the logo on the music player and children's clothing. We decided that that's what we call the god that turned us into human clones. I wish they'd give us something that can help with survival instead.
Let's see...
Yeah, but at least we have a change of clothes. Our children's clothes were also found in the compartment of the extend machine. No, not just the children's clothes. There are a lot of clothes in that storage, similar to those we wore before the world ended. They're all in Manny-labeled vacuum packs, our names on each of them. I'm almost certain that some corporation or organization is involved in us being left here.
Zen!
Ooh. Zen, about that liar you mentioned the other day. Have you told anyone else about it? Just you so far. Was I supposed to?
No.
No, I don't actually want to talk to you about it, Ted. I don't actually want you to talk about it to anyone. I don't want them to start distrusting each other when there's no proof.
I see.
Can't trust what I say, huh?
That's not true.
No, it's not like that.
Just kidding.
I'm kidding. I'll keep it to myself for now.
Thanks.
Thanks. Haruto seems a bit relieved as he smiles. It's even worse than it was yesterday. Haruto seems a bit relieved as he smiles. I feel a pang of guilt in my chest. Little does he know, I'll be exposing that liar soon enough. Music player. Music player, top left of the screen. Move the cursor. Okay.
North is up.
I guess I can't change any of the... settings right now. I can't open up the menu. Everyone else is already gathered at the garage. I don't remember how it started, but it's become routine for us to gather there before noon. Hey, about this TV. Maybe it broke already? Rio mutters as he slaps the TV. Extend TV hasn't come back on since the day we obtained the machine part.
Sheesh.
Damn, that show in Mirai. I thought the aging effect was supposed to be gone when we found the machine part. The extend machine went through a system update when we put the machine part in it. The update took nearly half a day, but the aging effect is still part of us. The only thing that's changed is there's now an extra option in the extend machine's menu. I didn't quite get it at first, but Missy checked the machine, and according to her, a function affecting the area around here was expanded, so we can explore further than before. Supposedly. Judging by the control panel on the machine, there are 5 more missing pieces. Maybe we need to gather all the parts before we can stop the aging effect. But there weren't any other parts around. Plus, we already looked all over Garage Island and Mashro Garden Tower.
Yeah.
Actually, there's an underground area of Mashro Garden Tower. We haven't checked there.
But, you know...
Problem is, there's no way to get down there.
I wonder.
Yes, the elevator and stairs are both broken. If there was another way...
No.
Even if we could, it's highly likely to be submerged in water. It would be more natural to assume the machine parts are in some other ruins.
That's...
Other ruins?
See?
Look at the ocean. They're floating everywhere. Yeah, but are we gonna go check all of them?
Nope.
That's just not possible. We don't even know how many of them are out there. In any case, it'd be hard to explore them unless we get lucky and they drift up to Garage Island. The mood is getting visibly heavy. It's my chance to speak now.
See?
I'm sure some ruins will drift up here.
What?
What?
Look.
Why wouldn't they After all, the Mashiro group went through these preparations.
Come on now.
Mashiro group? What do they have to do with the ruins?
Huh?
So you really haven't noticed. This island is a part of Mashiro City.
What?
Huh? Mashiro City?
See?
I'm sure Haruto and Officer have noticed already, being residents of Mashiro City and all.
No.
Actually, I hadn't, although I thought I recognized it from somewhere.
Oh, no.
Me neither. I had no idea, and I patrolled the area all the time, too. Come on, aren't you an editor, and you a police officer? This island is part of Mashiro City, and so is Mashiro Garden Tower. This can't be a coincidence, right? I'm sure the next ruins will somehow be Mashiro related.
Wait.
Wait, how do you know this is Mashiro City? I knew that question was coming, so I pull out the thing I'd brought with me in advance.
Well...
All the signs on the island were removed, except one. It does say Mashiro City.
You got it?
Do you get it now? We're on Mashiro Group's home turf. And if Mashiro Group is involved in all this, it brings up one interesting possibility. Maybe we're just being imprisoned in ruins that are modeled after Mashiro City.
Huh?
Huh? Why would anyone want to do that?
You know.
So they can secretly conduct morally dubious research on human clones, of course. Am I right, Madame Mashiro?
Right.
An interesting theory. You act like this doesn't concern you. But you really know everything about the Extend Machine, Extend TV, and Manny, don't you?
Zen!
Zen, I told you. You are free to think what you like. But I...
Looky!
Oh, the TV's on.
For real?
Really? How many days has it been?
Oh.
It's been quiet for a while. That's some convenient timing. Let's continue this talk after we watch. We have infinite time after all. Now can I? Now I can. Interesting. And then what button? One of these buttons does it. Oh wait. One of these. Yeah, one of these buttons has... It's not this one. Ah, this one. Hey, Haruto. Art of Survival. What about Minamo? Oh, I never gave her cooking because it just broke. Yeah, okay, we'll do that now.
There's something here. Found it.
Nice job, Zen, you found the TV.
Hey, kids! It's time for Extend TV!
Hope everyone's surviving all right out there. Don't forget to eat, guys. There isn't much you can't handle as long as you eat well.
Your words are always so shallow, Mirai.
How rude! I was just worried about them and...
And what? All you do is give out missions from your cozy little safe spot.
You have a point. Wait, where did that tea come from?
They're out there working hard and dying over and over again. There must be more we can do.
You might be right. I wish this wasn't coming from you, though.
So, I was thinking about all this while sleeping last night.
So you were just sleeping then?
Here's my idea. Let's just roast Mirai whole and feed everyone till they're nice and full.
That took a turn.
Wow, that's a pretty good idea.
Right?
All right, let's start a fire and get on that.
No. Wool doesn't burn very well, so the meat would end up raw.
Sorry, I've never been roasted whole before.
We need to shave you naked before we start roasting.
No! Mirai has only done hair nudes so far.
Anyway, here's the next mission.
What? You're just gonna leave me hanging like that?
Huh? It's the exact same thing as last time. Was there some sort of mix-up?
The next missions are machine part collecting for a bit, so no need to announce them every time.
Oh. Well, I just made a fool of myself for nothing.
But even though the mission is the same, the setting is completely different. New ruins should have drifted onto Garage Island.
What?
Next up are the ruins rife with Mother Nature, Monkey Treehouse Village. Unlike the last one, these ruins are smack dab in the heart of the exotic wilderness.
I see. So it's like how corruption scandals and quilted sandals are completely different things.
Yes, a similar yet different brand new adventure is about to begin. So good luck finding that machine part. Remember, kids,
Illuminate!
a brighter future.
For humanity!
Bye-bye.
Alright then. I guess we're heading to the new ruins. And everyone's alive again. Oh, days elapsed 14. This man's dead. This man's on the cusp. Man is on the cusp of death. This will make things much easier. So he's still got all of his thingies. But none of them have their bunking effects. So why don't we? Oh yeah, these things. Let's start off by sorting things.
I'll hold it. We need this, right? I'll hold it. We
Oh
need
look,
this,
is that a
right?
little... It is, the little lizard.
Let's take this. I'll hold it. We need this, right? I'll hold it.
Okay. We've got a spot here. It's this spot. It's right next to the kitchen. Let's put all of the food here. Actually, let's check
There's
this
something
out.
here.
Here, the warehouse, workshop. We need more driftwood. We could make that. Rope. We don't have any of that. We can make the workshop. So, right? Don't we have enough driftwood? Yeah. Alright. So, first, let's put all of the meat here. I'll put all of, yeah, canned fish. Flour. Flour. So all the meat will go here.
Something!
And then... Actually, no. Let's put all of the...
Sachika will hold it. I'll take it.
Hello, Magna. You missed the part where... the game... I closed out the game. And when everything turned into a PowerPoint presentation. So, not much. I guess they announced a new island, and Zen was like, there's a traitor among us. And it's you, Yuma. And then the TV started. Let's put drinking stuff here. And then let's put... That's not what I wanted. Let's put meat and food stuff here. Well, I guess we'll put meat here. And then we'll put... Behind it, I will put all of the plant-based food items. So we got water, and then... I guess... Over... We have a lot of space here.
Look at the map.
I might increase the difficulty. We'll see how it goes. I could just divide up sections too. I want to keep everything nearby. But I guess... No, yeah, I guess you do have to... Ooh, there it goes again. Come on, game. Don't be a PowerPoint presentation. Let's put all of the... If I didn't, like, wipe to the editor, maybe. Let's put... what are these? This is... that a food? That's weird. I guess that means Vine goes here. But I guess I'll put all of the metal things. Yeah, let's put all like, not metal, but like all the parts. Let's put those here. So we've got partition, iron fence, scrap metal, concrete chunk, and cardboard box. And then I guess let's also put... No. I'll keep flour separate from these. Flour will go here with rock salt. What are these? Work gloves. Strengthener, weapons and armor. Goat horn. Box cutter. And I guess those will go behind here. So we're gonna have glue, box cutter, cloth, goat horn, and... Well, maybe I'll put a box cutter. And I'll put gloves down here. And then back here, I'll put down box cutter and shell casing.
I can't go there.
And then, oh, here's a bottle. I guess right here, I'll put... Where do I want to put those closer? I guess I'll put those...
Look out!
Let's just put them right here. What a wonderful sight to walk by every time you go to the bathroom. I have not picked up water yet. I mean, Zen picked up water because it was part of the story quest, but that was about it.
That hurts.
Also, he is no longer a child, so the
What are you doing?
stream title doesn't make any sense. Thanks, game.
Got it! I can't go there. Sachika will hold it. I'll take it.
I really thought, water bottles would be used to hold water. Kinda glad that's not the case, though. That'd be a pain. Hyper water management.
That hurts.
What is there to What am I missing here that's something to look at? What am I looking for? Oh no, I bet this is,
Where are we?
I bet this is like over here. I bet it's just an entrance to a ruin.
Any markers? What do we have here?
Water.
Fascinating! What do we have here? What's this? What do we have here?
Found it. What's this? There's something here. Found it. What's this? Found it. There's something here.
There it is! What's this?
Okay. There's more water. Let's take 2 out. Put those. Actually,
I will pick it up.
stack these. And then the rest of these we'll keep. Yeah, might as well. And now we can take this out.
What is this?
Workshop. Oh, but now I'm not holding any vines.
Maybe we could use this. There it is.
There we go. Workshop. Oh, I know why this game probably isn't running well. There's the problem. We should be good now. We got the only thing left is warehouse, but we'd probably upgrade the toilet. We could also, we might be able to upgrade the kitchen as well. I think we could do both of those at the same time. The bedroom, we need more rope and goat horns. In the workshop, we need lizard tusks. Yeah. I don't see...
I will pick it up.
Actually, we might
Maybe
not
we
be able
could
to...
use
We can't...
this.
We don't have enough metal chunks,
What
do
is
we?
this?
Metal scraps? Scrap metal, no. But we might be able to get the toilet, but then we lose out on 2 more weapons. But we have the workshop now, isn't that what that's for? Isn't this for making equipment? Watch this crash as well. Workshop. Craft items and upgrade equipment. High quality equipment can be made by learning the craft item, upgrade, and equipment skill. Necessary materials to make them, but upgraded gear will give you an advantage while exploring. Craft item. Plated gloves. Wooden sword. Blackjack. Stone spear. Plated gloves. So blunt. Ranged maybe? I don't know. What can I make? I can make this. I can't make this. I could make this. And I could make this. I don't know. I feel like the stone spear is the only thing here that counts as piercing. Or at least the only thing I would count as piercing. There's all the stuff. I can put this down. What did, let me check what the combat things were called again. They were called slash, blunt, and pierce. Okay. And then wasn't there also one other one? Interesting. Outrange, nope. Yeah. Ranged attack. Reload. Defeating an enemy with close range? No, that's Cleone. So I guess the sword... Bottom of the list, let's see. Yuma. Pinpoint shot. Ah, throwing expertise. That's kind of weird that it's at the bottom and not with the rest of them. Enables the ability to use ranged weapons with 100% efficiency. Art of Survival 3. Increases ranged attack damage. Ranged weapons. Okay, so that would be for... Let me grab the box cutters.
I will pick it up. Maybe
And
we could
these.
use this.
And
I will pick it up.
these, because why not? Oh, and then let's also... Cannot equip to legs. What are you talking about? What if Minamo has a broken leg? So I assume then blunt, slashing, ranged, and piercing? Because I don't know how you would pierce with the cloth and rope. Crafting level is not high enough. Oh, crafting level. Alright, Rio. Where's crafting? Item crafting, Art of Survival 1. Rio and Haruto. Well, let's get Art of Survival. Let's get item crafting. And let's get upgrade equipment, I guess. And then... What do I don't think I've gotten anything on you, have I? I got Reformer. Let's get Art of Survival on you as well. Item crafting. Upgrade equipment. Grants ability to harvest in certain areas with a shovel. Fishing pole, stake net. Finesse when opening safes. While in the party, certain consumable items. Injury knowledge. Do you also have that? Ah, poison and paralysis knowledge. Is that the only one? Stench knowledge. Poison, paralysis, fear, injury knowledge. Ah. So, Mamoru. I probably want to get, was the Survival 3? Survival 2. You have all of them, so I probably want to get your survival up. Loving care. Non-food items given to others lower the recipient's stress. I figure he's the doctor, right? What do you have? Aid? While in the party, consumable items give a character more days elapsed. Lower stress consumption. Gourmand. Increases stamina. Decreases stress while eating food. But no other bonuses. Cooking lover. Yep. Stench knowledge. Throwing and pinpoint. Cooking, all the basic stuff. Open save, okay. Taste of victory. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay, so Rio. Are you all out? You are. Yeah. So Mamoru, let's just dump everything into your survival for now. Let's get Loving care lowers the recipient's stress. Stench knowledge. Poison knowledge. Oh, this is 5, so that'd be all of it. Non-food consumable items given to others lower the recipient's stress. Stress doesn't seem to be a problem right now. So let's go with paralysis, because, well, I guess poison will continually drain health, but we can always, unless we get stuck somewhere or trapped somewhere, we can rest and heal. But if you're paralyzed, you can't do anything. I assume it like stops you from attacking or something. So I guess you could also wait it out then. Let's go with paralysis. And then let's make wooden swords.
Exploration. Well done. That's some quality work.
I read that as wooden stick for some reason. Don't know why. A wooden sword made from carving driftwood with a box cutter. Interesting. Interesting. Vinyl umbrella, wow. Strengthener. What an amazing thing to upgrade. +1. Attack goes up by 1. Max of +4. Armor. Everything goes up by 1. I don't think we'll worry about that for now. Where are the glasses? Here they are. Alright, Zen. Yeah, this is a very balanced setup. Definitely. This looks like a... I know it's supposed to be like a kneecap thing. It looks like a boxing glove, kind of. Got this here, got this here. Let's put this stuff back. Metal. Concrete chunk. Gloves. Box cutter. Fine. And then let's pick up... Where did I put rock salt? Here. Let's pick up
I'm
this.
supposed to carry this?
And
My
this.
excessive greed will lead to ruin.
And these.
Maybe we could use this.
And maybe the flowers.
I will pick it up.
Let's cook. Kitchen. Did I give her... I did. She is cooking. Water and white flour. Purple flour, flour and rock salt. So bread. Alpha rice, rice egg, rock salt. So what? Ama rice. Goat meat. Pork. These are both jerky. This is like that steak thing. Let's just make jerky.
Done! Anyone want seconds?
I'm not cooked today. Oh. Oh well. Should we make some more jerky? We might as well. Cooking failed. Oh no.
So
That's a Fire Emblem moment.
It's ready. Smells great.
And how's this?
Yeah, that was a Fire Emblem moment right there. Failed dish. It would take a vast amount of courage to eat it. Emergency food. Let's put this right here with the meat for now, I guess. Put down the rock salt.
We need this, right?
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Put this down here. Everyone now has a weapon. Swap this out. I have a total of 6 divided amongst 4. I could give the leg thing to Yuma, but I think she'll be okay. We're supposed to head to the new ruins as well, but we don't have any bunking things. I feel like I wasted a lot of time organizing people's inventories. If I go to bunk here, Zen's just gonna die. So that's gonna be something. Actually, what's everyone at? Yeah, Zen's just gonna die. And then Mamoru and Rio will also die during the dungeon. And so will Minamo. Let's do it. Why not? He's just gonna keel over and die. Actually, no. I want to see what's gonna happen here, so I'm gonna save beforehand. This is why we have saves, right? Let's save over this one. Sleep. Go to sleep.
Right.
My head feels so cold. Sob. Crossover gene.
Good morning!
Yay, they've all got genes. And now Zen really is gonna die. Okay. I guess the play here is
Do you need the map?
go to the new ruins. Go through that first floor. Oh, a bottle. And then when Zen dies, I guess we just come back.
I'll take it! Ah!
I thought I checked all the shore places. Guess not. Okay. Yeah, this seems fine. Yeah. We're just gonna go in. Zen's gonna... Can I get more water? Nope. Zen's gonna die when we go to the second floor, and that's just gonna be something that we're gonna have to deal with. And we'll deal with that when that happens.
Stop.
We'll just come back. Looks like a pain in the ass. That's the first thought to enter my head when I see the ruins floating on the sea. It looks like the place from Life of Pi.
Looky, looky!
Look, Mamoru, a new island. It looks like a forest.
My, my.
Yes, I see it. I wonder when it drifted here. I felt a small tremor this morning, so it may have been around that time. Ah, so that did happen. I guess I didn't just imagine it after all.
I can't wait!
It has monkey in the name, so I wonder if there are monkeys on that island. Maybe, if they haven't all died already. Hope they can't speak like the ones on a certain planet. Ha ha ha. Monkey Treehouse Village. Never heard of it before. What do you think, Haruto, Dr. Mamoru?
No.
This is my first time hearing of it.
Right.
Likewise. I don't think there was anything like that in Mashiro City, at least.
I guess that's to be
So then,
expected.
this is our first time seeing ruins other than Mashiro City? Is Zen gonna recognize it? I suppose it is. But at the same time, this also shows us that places other than Mashiro City have been destroyed.
Hey!
See, Zen, that means Yuma isn't suspicious. These ruins have nothing to do with Mashiro City.
Well,
Not necessarily. There's no proof Mashiro Group isn't involved somehow.
Listen
because he doesn't
here.
recognize it. Now listen here.
Right.
I admit it is still a possibility. I wonder what's going on in her head. Does she know something about that forest or not?
Let's go!
Come on guys, let's go already. We might find new materials and items too.
Yeah!
Yeah, and the machine part should be on that island. Let's depart for the part.
Nice!
Upon with part and depart, huh? Pretty funny if I do say myself.
What?
No, that wasn't a joke. Please stop, you're embarrassing me. Well, if everyone's ready to go, let's head to the ruins.
Oh!
Why is the background music in this game so, like, bipolar?
good grief.
This isn't a walk in the park, you know. There could be some creatures roaming around. Unlike before, no one is hesitant to go and check out the ruins this time. Yeah, because we've all got wooden swords. We'll come back to life anyway. The way I see it, that's a dangerous mentality that will only numb their senses. Don't worry, Zen. You're on your way out anyway. Come on, loading times. Would it kill you just to be a little slower so I could read the tips? Monkey Treehouse Village. Treehouse. Wait, if I leave here,
Go there.
is that a day and do I not lose score? Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. This is a real world thing for a second. Come on, weather. Load. I need to check. I need to check this. This is something I need to know. Fine, I'll do it on my phone. What are we looking like? Okay. What does this say? Okay, doesn't look too bad. There might be a thunderstorm later in the stream. So hopefully that doesn't take out my power and by proxy my internet, because that would be very bad. We've had that happen a couple times before, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Gotta get back on the game. Inspect. Monkey? Goat? Oh, cutscene. The scent of summer grass drifting in the wind and the fresh aroma of tree trunks. The smell of nature brings back memories. This is more of a forest than ruins. A labyrinth of greenery is spread out before us.
Wow!
There's a house on top of the trees. Is that a tree house?
Right.
Looks like it. I never realized a treehouse was such a macho structure myself.
Come on now.
This is definitely not a normal treehouse. Yeah, it's a
Wait a
tree
minute.
palace. I just remembered.
What?
What?
Excuse me?
I know this place. I saw that on Hildebarren. Hildebarren? You mean that information program that played at noon?
Yes!
Yes, this place was featured on their episode about outdoor resorts. I don't remember the details, but it was introduced as a popular outdoor facility in the region. The giant treehouse was its defining characteristic, so I'm sure this is it. Huh. Guess this place is famous. But why would a machine part be here anyway? I thought about that at Haruto's old workplace too.
Oh yeah.
I can think of one possibility. Maybe this place is related to someone here, like Mashiro Garden Tower was to me.
What do you think?
Does this ring a bell for anyone? What about you, Rinko?
No!
I've only seen it on TV. I've never actually been here before.
In that case...
Anyone else then? Everyone looks at each other but stays silent. No surprise there. The one most familiar with this place is keeping his mouth shut after all. I knew it.
So,
Assuming this place is related to one of us, why would the machine part be here? I don't know, but...
Hey!
Come on, let's go already. Sachika's gonna leave you all behind.
Hey now.
Hold on, Sachika. Watch where you're going.
All right.
I don't know what to do for Mamoru. Let's go. We wouldn't want Sachika to get lost on her own. I shrug in response. Suddenly, I noticed my fingers trembling. Oh, it's Doko. Lizard? Are you a lizard?
Ready? Yeah!
Oh, it's running away.
it
Concentrate.
won't get away.
Careful. Ready? That hurts.
Oh. Well, lizard, I'm gonna keep tracking you. Lizard, gecko, you're mine.
Ready? Careful. Concentrate.
It won't get away.
You're mine!
Oh, you moved up.
Victor go the spoils.
Let's see. The tail, huh?
It won't get away.
Ready? Careful. Concentrate.
There it is.
You're mine!
Oh. That works too. Oh, it's still alive.
Maybe we could use this.
Reminds me of Xenoblade. Oh, raincoat. Nice.
I will pick it up.
And Geta.
I'm supposed to
Get
carry
up?
this?
And boots. Rain boots.
Maybe we
Lizard,
could use
come
this.
back.
Whoa.
It's like that goat I chased down.
Concentrate.
It won't get away.
Ready?
Lizard.
Careful.
Slow down. Lizard. Lizard.
You're mine! Yeah, let's keep this up. I'll hold this.
Okay, that seemed a bit excessive, but... Hey, lizard tail. Oh, I stepped on something. And I missed something back here.
I'll get it.
Another supporter. Okay, let's go back. Where were we? We were this way, weren't we? Before we were chasing that thing around? Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, I should probably stop charging.
Are we?
But... I guess if
What
the
are you
lizard is
doing?
attacking me, I should charge, or dodge around and charge. And if the lizard's not attacking me, I should just whack it. I should just chase after it and whack it.
This is...
Please don't cut off lizard's tails. Didn't see anything. Long boots. Let's give these to Zen. Yeah, I think he needs them more. And I think Rinko needs the raincoat more than Yuma, just because Yuma's got higher HP. This isn't quite as open as I'd like. But it could be worse.
This.
F3 leads to the southeast entrance.
Careful. Concentrate.
They won't.
You're mine. Ready? Take that. That
Oh.
hurts.
Come back here.
Let's take this.
Is that an egg? It is.
Let's take this. We need this, right?
Nice. Getting turned around the game.
Looks like it won't open.
It won't budge. Will this one budge? This one will budge.
Found it.
Southeast entrance locked from outside. Open southeast entrance from inside. Okay, so we're looking for F3 and the southeast entrance.
Watch out!
Lizard? We haven't come across any monkeys, which I am both glad for
What's
and
this?
a little disappointed in. A piece of paper. F3 is the 3rd floor. It goes up to F5. Okay, so we want to open the southeast entrance up from the inside, and we have to go up to the 3rd floor to do so. This reminds me of a stage in Age of Calamity. Lizard?
They won't get. I'd like to hear this out in the field.
Lizard?
Others wait.
Oh, it died.
I'm supposed to carry this?
I was ready to hit the bumper to move, but
There it is.
F3 hidden switch. Okay, so there's a hidden switch on floor 3 that'll open up the southeast entrance from the inside, apparently. And then I don't think any lizards will be coming after me, but
Look at the map.
we came in here. We have yet to explore over here, and I'm sure these buttons open up some of these doors. Okay, so let's map everything out first, and then we can start going for buttons. This is just a corner. This is just a little thing around. This is another gate, and that's another corner. Excuse me.
I can't.
It won't budge. Well... Alright then, that's another button. Did that turn something on? It won't budge.
Can't.
Well, alright then.
Ow! I can't.
This one also won't budge. This is just another corner, and this is a button. Oh. Lizards. Oh, never mind.
What is this?
Nature is full of danger. Be careful not to trip over the roots.
I will pick it up.
Rusty axe. Well then. Actually, let's give this to Mamoru. Well then. At least you can actually use it as a weapon. It's not just a novelty
There.
item like in Shadows of Valencia.
Here?
Now, the real question is, if I pick this up,
Maybe we could use
that
this.
closes, right? Okay. I'll just leave that open. And I assume these all do similar things?
This song pumps me up.
What? Oh. Controls are hard.
Is it edible?
Farming tools for a farm. I want some vegetables. A lever. I guess we'll press it.
I'm moving it.
You hear mechanical noises somewhere. Okay. At least I can actually, like, see. Honestly.
I can't.
That's great. The ability to actually see where I'm going
Any
and, like, what's
markers?
ahead of me. Hello, lizard.
Concentrate.
They won't get away.
That was the wrong button.
You did it.
Did you die? Oh, you did. Oops. Not what I was expecting.
This is...
Southeast entrance is off limits. Let's not go through there. Okay. Is
Let's
that
check
all we
them out.
have? Is that everything explored? Oh, those doors are open now as well. Well, let's check out the center doors first.
What are you doing?
We'll worry about these
Stop.
other
Whoa.
ones later. Lizard.
Careful. You're mine.
Oh, it also died. Well then.
Let's take this. We need this, right?
Oh, there's another lizard that did not die. Oh,
They
it didn't
won't get
die.
away.
Pleasant song. Ready? Concentrate.
Where is it?
You're mine.
This is overkill.
Rest in peace. I will pick it up.
Or Zen. Don't worry,
Maybe
Zen.
we could use this. What is this?
Keep this door
Is it
open if you
edible?
wish to proceed. Okay. Lizard? Nope.
There's something here.
Letters are illegible. Oh no. Oh, let me get this just for my own.
There.
Let's activate this.
This is for my own sanity.
Well, well. Let's activate this.
Do you need the map?
I didn't get. I have to go get the one on the other side too. Okay, so now that door, these three doors are open, but these two are still shut. This is
I'd like to
southeast,
hear this out in the fields.
but this is the first floor. I don't appreciate the
There.
shift in
Well,
music. Why don't I just
activate
make
this.
everything a happy song, 24/7? And then nothing will ever be.
I'd like to hear this out in the fields. Well, well.
Yeah.
Looks like it won't open.
Oh.
There.
Actually,
Let's activate this.
water. What does water do? Water. Stress when drunk. For sometimes I read that and I think it means like drunk, like drinking alcohol drunk. But no, it means drunk, like past tense of drink. Like drink. This is energy, right? Let's rest.
Let's rest for a bit.
Oh, that's not what I...
Let us rest.
That's enough resting for now. And...
Not bad.
eat. Eat.
Well, I don't hate it.
Oh right, they have different, I forgot. Zen,
Pretty good.
eat it. Nice.
There it is.
Oh, you can just like, okay, I could just like do this. And it'll just go one by one? Okay, nice. store this, keep these around. I like the idea that... Oh, these look like they have multiple... Okay, good. Good. I was gonna say, I like the idea that some of these characters are walking around in these ridiculously heeled sandals. Hey, it's a TV. That'll be something.
Gonna try using it. Here
I guess
goes nothing.
we might as well do it now. What's this do? Oh, well, I guess it really wants me to check out Extend TV.
Hey, kids! It's time for Extend TV!
Hey, Show, that thing in your hand, could it be...
You got me.
Is it another VHS?
I found another videotape. This must be a conquest video, right?
How long do you think it'll be before people playing this game won't know what a VHS is?
It must be. Its title is Wrath Part 1, Moving to the Country. Good work, Show. Let's check it out now.
Don't you mean, please let me watch it, sir? All right, time to put the tape in. Are you ready for this, Mirai?
Yeah. Mirai is good to go.
Yeah, whatever. The lamb meat is ready then.
Yeah, maybe. It's hard to get a read. Like, what do? Put out, like, a public survey? Like a internet survey somewhere, like on Reddit or, like, I don't know, like Twitter or something, and be like, hey, fill out a Google form. How old are you, and do you know what a VHS is? Or a VHS tape, or a VCR? If someone was 15, they'd be born in 06, which means by the time they could remember things about 4 or 5, it'd already be 11. That's probably about right. When did Blu-rays come out? Blu-rays came out in 2006, so that makes sense. Not that I see too many Blu-rays nowadays. But I guess so. Also, here's an off-topic question. If Google says that the resolution of a Blu-ray disc is 1920 by 1080 according to Samsung.com, why do the AMV competitions only require 720p if the anime was released on Blu-ray and 480 if it wasn't? I guess because 720 was still considered HD back then? And I guess that's because 720 is like what most basic video editors, like that's one of the minimum things you can export at. Anyway, lamb meat's ready. Back to Zanki Zero. Yeah, Mirai, you still gotta... What is it they do? I guess they just call it shaving. We gotta like de-wool you so we can cook you whole according to Show and you.
Time to eat some mutton! I mean, press the button!
Zen Kubota's grandfather's house. Yeah, 720 was considered HD. I think YouTube dropped it April or May of last year. And I think part of it was they did it to cut down on bandwidth, I believe, because by not making 720p videos go through as HD, I guess it cuts down on how much data needs to be transferred. So it helped like free up some of the bandwidth and like some of the, I guess like the whole pipe hole thing with YouTube, because there was all these people watching YouTube videos, I guess. I guess the other thing too was it was kind of a excuse to try and finally drop 720 now that YouTube supports up to Do they go 16K? Does YouTube support 16K? I'm pretty sure they support 8K. Okay, no, they don't support... As of 2 years ago, they don't support 16... I mean, why would you want 16K unless you're watching it on, like, your smart TV or something? Right? Like, not that I ever really watched YouTube on my phone, but when I did, what's the difference between 480 and 720 on my phone? I can't tell the difference. It records it. Like, the display is 1080, but I don't notice. And I mean, I've watched desktop YouTube at 720 for years because I just watch it not full screen, so the resolution doesn't matter. Anyway, back to like what the stream is actually about. Look at this man's mustache. Look at this man's mustache. I'll turn my cursor back on just for this. Just for this. Here we go. Look at this mustache. Look at this. Can I do it with the... No, I can't. I have to do it with my mouse. Look at this mustache. What an amazing mustache. Father, Mother, thank you for taking us in. Boys, make sure to say thank you. So I guess... Oh, I took my mouse cursor right. I guess the short boy with the hat and color is Zen. Thank you. Thank you. Look how happy he looks. Look how young and like... Look at what a bright and cheerful child he looks like. No need to be so formal, right, Dad? Right, just make yourselves at home. But if you're going to stay here, you'll need to work your share on the farm. We may be well off, but there are no free meals here. I can spend more time working if I don't have to go to school. Oh dear, Grandpa's just joking around. We'll be satisfied if you just help around the farm a little bit. Aw, only help? He really wants to farm and not go to school, doesn't he? Farming seems way more fun than going to school. Don't you think so, big bro? You're a hard worker as always, Zen. How reliable. Just as I'd expect of Kubota boys. Now, why don't we go inside? The food is ready. Let's celebrate our living together as a family. I wonder what's gonna happen now, since he's the farmer of wrath, and definitely not the farmer of lust. Nope. How's work? Have you gotten used to it yet? Yeah, I've been pretty busy thanks to Dad. Also, I have no voice reference, so I might just drop voices for these. Thank you again for getting jobs for the both of us. No problem at all. I have quite a lot of sway. Zen's Conquest videos. Well... I'll give a prediction now, and I'll give a prediction after the end of this. Currently... He's the farmer of wrath. And he has a morality of 2 the last time I checked. So... I mean, I feel like, to some extent, they're all going to be pretty similar. I feel like something's gonna happen to... I mean, obviously, something's gonna happen to his family. Duh. Why would they introduce them? But I feel like something is gonna happen, maybe specifically to his grandparents, or like something that... Like, they're talking about... He's talking about the monkey treehouse place. And right now it says, no problem at all, I have quite a lot of sway there. So I figure either something is going to be up with the grandparents, or something's going to be up at Monkey Treehouse. And something is either going to happen to his grandparents or his parents, or something's going to happen to his parents and he's going to like... It's going to involve his grandparents. And that's why he's Mr. Farmer of Wrath. But we'll see. I lent some land for them to build a leisure spot on Mashiro Resort after all. Wow, Mashiro Resort. Mom, Dad, you both work in Monkey Treehouse Village now, right? What do you do there? Or maybe they're doing... They might be doing, like, questionable things in the treehouse. And then... his parents might either be involved with it, or, like... they're gonna, like, something's gonna happen to them to, like, cover stuff up. Who knows? Managing the entrance and exit of customers, understanding the establishment's finances... and making things like event proposals, too. I don't know if Zen could understand all that. Nope, I don't get it. Can I go there to play sometime? Sure you can, but don't tell your friends, okay? Ooh, suspicious.
Looks
Maybe
like
not
it's
suspicious,
Zen's
maybe it's
memories
just
this
he doesn't
time,
want his... Maybe he just doesn't want his kid bragging to his friends. That's also very reasonable.
But I'm relieved. It just looks like some heartwarming family video this time. Huh? What part of that video made you want to cry?
The fact that there were no housewives.
Dang it! I can't stop the tears!
Oh, I get it. It must have reminded you of your family.
That's not it. Some rain just got in my eye.
But it's not raining.
But it's an awful day for rain, Mirai.
I'm gonna go blow my nose, so you close this out, Mirai.
That suddenly got a lot darker than I thought it was gonna be.
I've never seen an assistant who acts as freely as you. Okay, we'll see you again next time. Remember, kids,
Illumin...
a brighter future.
for humanity...
Bye-bye.
Huh. I was wondering how they were gonna do that. Well, it was towards the end of the video anyway, so I don't know how much there was actually to predict. Like, anything to change my thoughts afterwards, but I feel like they're gonna share a pretty similar...
Gonna try using them.
a pretty similar theme, maybe? Not theme, but like, layout.
Go there.
Lizard?
What do we have here?
Only locks from inside. Okay. Yes, we get it. We have to go to floor 3 for the southeast entrance. And that's how we unlock it. Bamboo.
What's this?
Observe F3's walls. Okay, so we gotta look at the walls on floor 3, and we have to unlock the southeast entrance for the hidden mechanism.
What are you doing?
And we have to keep the door open to proceed. I get all that? I think I got all that.
This is... it.
Oh. I was gonna say, man, this man is not dead. This man has not died yet. This man is still alive. Died losing the youngins. You know what that means. I'm gonna test the theory, which I could easily get the answer for if I asked you, Magno, but instead, I'm gonna try and find out on my own. Even though this is a waste of time. Oh, I did forget the items. Right. Poor Zen. Did they just explode on the... I mean, I was gonna come back here anyway, and I don't think the lizards would have respawned. Quick! Oh! Ah, just barely got to that. Let's pick all these up.
Got it.
Luckily, Zen was old and he wasn't holding that much. Oh. Well. This seems very straightforward. Huh.
Look out! Let's see. Any markers?
So, to come back up, we're gonna have to go through 1, 2, 3, 4 days.
Oh,
Okay, well that means that the older old-timers are also gonna die, but... that sounds like a problem for me in the future, which will probably be in about, what, 45 minutes? 30 minutes? An hour? Is this the right way?
Go there.
I think it is. Cool, so I do save points this way. That's what I thought.
Do you need the map?
Did I unlock the drawer? I did not unlock the drawer. We might do that, might be something to do as well. If we look at, let's look at our parties. Right? Because... Oh, he got extensions. That's why I was like, man, this man has not died. He has extensions, that's why. I guess we revive Zen, yeah. Or, Rio's gonna die, and I'm gonna lose out my mapping thing, but... If we go do the drawer, that's at least on what? The second or third floor? So that'll be at least 2 more days. Then we have to go through another 4 days on the main story. That'll put most of the people, that'll put most of the main party dead. I guess we'll revive Zen now. I could kill everyone, the goats and pigs and lizards. I might do that. Everyone died recently, or everyone got revived and lost their crossover gene, but... If I do that, I might just dump everything then. Just get everybody except Sachika. And then I can just bail. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why Zen somehow went from being like 2 days old to being 13 days old. So. And why the rest of these people. Honestly, what do I get out of Haruto? What do I get out of Haruto being alive? I'm looking at these 8 people. Sachika. Can't age. Doesn't matter. Mamoru. Also, what do I get out of her being alive? Really nothing. Her cooking stays. But like, Yuma, Rinko, and Zen are all part of the combat party. And Mamoru and Rio are part of the exploration party. So I want them to be alive too. Also, let me look at Zen's Shigabane. One of these, bacterial toxin. I saw one of these, enemy range attack. Died while feeling ashamed. Died while being the only male of a 4-person party. Interesting. I wonder if this has anything to do. I assume this is a personality thing as well. That could lead into his tapes. Well then, yeah, let's dump everything. Let's go... We have the key, right? So let's dump all of our gear. That's not the button I wanted. Let's find a open space to do it. This is where we want to go. Let's just do it over here. We'll keep Zen dead. Just do it right here.
I'll hold this.
Oh.
I'll get it.
I should probably stack all these. Actually, no. I know the gear I'll dump here. The rest of the stuff I'll organize. Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? Lizard tusk. Let's put that back here with the thingies back here. How specific? Let's pick this up.
Need this.
Drop that. Excuse me. I don't know if I have enough raw meat. Maybe I do. I have 13. You can probably get the stress and wet themselves. I could probably chug water to do that too, right?
I'll hold this. We might need this.
Well, how many people are we gonna bring? We have 7 people. We might as well... We might as well get... Do I want to keep Mamoru and Haruto alive, or do I want to have them reset? I might as well just have everyone on the same thing, just for storage space. Yeah. So, we'll... That's not what I want.
I'm supposed to carry this?
Does not work for Yuma, but it should work. It'll work for everybody but Yuma and Mamoru. Do you know which floor the drawer is on? Because depending on that, I might try and get the drawer. I mean, doesn't matter anyway, because even if I get the item and die, I still have to come back and pick it up, so that doesn't matter. There's no, like 5-head planning I can do. What am I doing? Let's get rid of the meat. Let's keep that. Let's just put that here. And then let's pick up
Maybe
this
we
stuff.
can use this.
Would the spoiled food also
I will
help with
pick it
the stress? Or not the spoiled food, like the bad food, the
What
mystery
is
meat?
this? There it is. Is it edible? There it is. I'm supposed to carry this? What is this? I will pick it up. There it is. What is this? Is it edible? What is this? Is it edible? There it is. Is it edible? What is this? Is it edible? Excessive greed will lead to ruin.
The weight switches. It doesn't weigh that much though. I could try to get everybody within like a certain range, but if I'm just gonna bring the water, I think I'll bring the failed dish for the bad food time, but then lizard tail, that's a food item? It's kind of wild, bro. I think I'll use the water for the weight,
I'm supposed to
but
carry
then
this?
I'll just keep the failed dish for getting everyone stressed out about eating gross food. I still don't know what the egg things do. So this doesn't stack, but let's put all of the... all of the stuff for the different body parts in one spot. And then I'm just gonna put all the weapons in one spot. Still have this umbrella. I didn't know what we would do if we ever lost the umbrella. Such an important item. And let's just put this bamboo here. Okay.
I will pick it up.
So, the strategy. How do I switch party? Oh, this is the strategy. The strategy is keep this on Haruto. That's the wrong button. Keep this on Haruto. Have the icky stuff on Yuma, just in case. When we find an enemy, I will hit the left trigger, left bumper. Then I will use my mouse and place it on people. And switch it. Because the controller, frankly, is not fast enough. Let's start with Haruto. Yeah. Alright then. I guess we're gonna go die the goats. Oh, right. The water will be on the ground. Can I just die out here? Can I just die to this goat right here? Well, let's start eating this icky stuff. Let's do this. What's this do?
I'll have to pass next time.
That's pretty stressful. Oh, but she likes everything, doesn't she? Except for, like...
More thanks for the meal. Is there more? Well, not bad.
How high do you think I should get it?
Not bad.
That's pretty
Oh.
good.
I do, in fact, not have enough raw meat. Okay, then. The highest one I need to hit is 16 kilograms. So... I need... Do I need all of these?
I'd like to go
I
pick
do.
some flowers now.
I guess we'll grab... Oh. Rinko's about ready to go. Please be a
I'm supposed
weapon.
to carry this?
Alright, goat. It's time to throw hands.
Concentrate.
Waiting for my chance!
Ready? You're mine! Yeah! Flowers for the fallen.
I can't believe we just slapped the goat to death. Okay, so it does have to be red. Rinko, I think, will get the wet herself, maybe. I'd rather drink a water for Yuma.
Not bad.
Oh, that decreases stress. Oops. Never mind. Well, here we go.
Thanks. No, this is just sweat.
Stench. Shame.
Let's get you changed.
Some things from the character's bladder. Stench status. Smelly characters will be easier for enemies to spot. They won't create stress for other members in the party. Soap. I should probably... If I want to get... what is... Yeah, I should probably put her up front then. And then... I'll have Haruto as the active character
I'll hold it.
while I pick up this stuff.
Let's take this.
I know there was another. Oh, I see you, goat. I'm coming after you. Come on, goat. Come on, goat. Come on, goat.
Maybe this will come in handy.
I'll get it.
Come on, goat. Come on, goat. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Yeah, goat. Yeah, goat. Let's do this. At this rate, Sachika is gonna die before Yuma does, so... Are we speedrunning? Is this like the ultimate strategy? Actually, no, this is actually ideal. Because I don't get knocked back now, and I don't have to wait for the goat to run up against me. This is not planned. This is me being like, perfect timing.
I'll hold this.
Who's gonna get attacked now? Okay, it's gonna be Yuma. I should have put this on difficulty 3. Well then. Look at this. What song do I have playing? Don't they have the 1-Up song? Yeah. This is ironic. And then I think Rinko's gonna die next, maybe?
I'm dying. I'll get it.
We'll see. Yeah, she's gonna die next. Actually, can I change my party formation? Let's remove you two, and let's just move you... Actually, no. Let's keep you there. I'll move you up after Rinko dies. Come on. Come on, goat. Oh, wait, I know what I can do. There we go.
Everything is going dark.
Let's take this.
Oh. Excuse me, goat. How rude.
Need to lighten the load.
Here I am, trying to die, and you won't even let me do that. That was very rude of you. I can't believe this. Get back here.
Whoa!
Now I gotta find another wall. Yeah, you, come on.
Can't.
Well, rip Haruto getting the thing. F in chat for Haruto.
Oh, great. We're in trouble now.
I wonder if there are enough spaces for all the items. I think there should be. Is Minamo getting hit more? She definitely is taking more damage. This will speed things up. Is this count as against a wall? Is this a wall?
I can't carry all
I guess
of
it
this.
is. I mean... Oh. Dang. Her miracle's coming in clutch. Local woman refuses to die. I regret my decision.
Sorry.
Okay, finally.
Got it!
Damn it!
Finally. Let's not pick this up.
Oh, great. We're in trouble now.
Don't worry, Mark Witten. I'll get you out of here.
Whoa!
You voiced the best character in 3 Houses, and your Kazuha in Genshin. I'll get you out alive.
Careful. Whoa!
If I had any sense of direction, which I don't.
Careful.
He could save himself from death, but not others. How ironic. Imagine everyone dying but the doctor. Oh, he looks sick as an old dude. Can I transmog these people so he always looks old, but he's actually not? I gotta pick up that water again, too. That's the real pain.
This might be useful.
Let me take this while I drop all this stuff. Oh no. Everyone's dead but the doctor. What will he do? I can make him wear a swimsuit. If this man doesn't turn out to be like stereotypical Poseidon, I'm gonna be very upset. Forget extending people. Nah, forget that. No, nah. This is the real content this is the real content. Where is he? Here he is. Look at this man! Oh, that's great. R and D. A and D. Senior. He doesn't look that different. What does everyone look like as old people? Huh. Interesting. What about you? They don't really change that much, do they? Oh, right, and then she can't. Yes. From now on, look at this man. Look at this. Is this violating a policy? Does this break terms? It shouldn't. This man is amazing. And then Zen is currently dead. Look at baby Zen. Look at him. Oh. That's equally as funny. I wish I could like lock them into appearances. Like if I could have middle-aged Rio always like this, and like old Mamoru always like this, that'd be great. Switch you back to normal. Let's get everyone into adult and see what their swimsuits look like. Haruto does look like generic protagonist character, doesn't he? Zen, what's his swimsuit look like? Oh, that's pretty cool. He also... It's exactly what I thought it would look like. Like, I didn't know what to expect, but that's exactly what I would have thought it would look like. What about Rinko? Actually, these are all in the box, aren't they? Yeah, they're all in the box. Right? They're all on the... They might even be on the... If you could look at it, the little header for the game. What a game. Oh, she's got the little... Oh, she's got her little thingy. That's cool. What a game. Is Yuma? I don't know. Was it Yuma? I know they changed some... I know they cropped the box art. Maybe it was Yuma. I know they cropped the box art. or something in order to fit something. Because I had noticed that the box art for the game is a little different than the header. Look at this man! This is amazing. He even looks cool in his normal clothes. Look at him as a baby. Some of the characters look way better. Like, if I could, I would lock in Mamoru as him and like middle-aged Rio. That'd be great. I feel like Zen loses some of his characterization with age, though. Rinko is fine. I feel like she matches her character anywhere. Yuma's also seems fine, so does Minamo. Haruto? Oh, I know what he looks like. Let me see if I can get a picture of this. Let me see if I can... Look at Haruto, right? I'm gonna leave this up. We've sidetracked so far from the game. We are so far out of what we were supposed to be doing. We're not like... This is like nothing. We're not doing anything that the game originally wanted us to do. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Look at... Okay, so like there was... Can I full screen this? I can. But does it go away if I full screen? Oh, it just messes up the whole thing. Never mind. Look at this. Okay, I'm gonna switch. Like, this is Ray Narvaez Jr. from Achievement Hunter, right? Formerly from Achievement Hunter. And then we switch over to Zanki. Look at this man. That's what it was. He looks like Ray. That's pretty funny. Wouldn't it be funny if you could transmog the characters? That'd be pretty funny. Now, lock onto the game. Cool. Well, what happened here? DLC swimsuit. Mamoru is the only one who gets the honor of being in a swimsuit.
Oh, great. We're in trouble now.
On account of how hench he is. What were we doing? Oh, we were... I wanted to see if he looked like Aquaman, and we were gonna extend everybody. Oh, I've got more now. Okay, so that's why they recommend 3. I can go in... Oh, I want to go into negative points. Murderous. Heaps. Loads. No. That sounds like an awful idea. Now... Let's not extend Haruto with the Shigabane, because it makes no sense for him, because he didn't get it, so it makes no sense to spend points reviving him. I think I'm gonna revive... Well, actually, no. We're gonna revive everybody, because then I'm just gonna kill the goat afterwards. Died from an enemy the first time? Oh, I guess that is right. Wait, I thought Haruto died to a goat. I guess not. Oh, died after overcoming trauma. Death by goat. He finally died by the goat. Full force body slam. No Shigabane. because he didn't die while with the weight thing, so he's just gonna die again. Died a senior, carrying 100% burden, enemy attack, blunt damage, envy. Extend point cost decreased. Interesting. Oh, I guess that's his sin. Body slam. Let's revive you with the Shigabane. You look so done with it as a baby. Zen, what did you get? Old age? Oh yeah, he just died. No Shigabane. Because he's gotta die with weight too. So doesn't make sense to extend him with bonuses. Too much. Bacterial toxin. Death by goat. Get you with Shigabane. Yuma. Premature death. With 100 stress. Yeah, maybe I should have done no, I'll get those eventually. I think it'd be too much to ask for. Plus I don't have any meat or anything to give them stress right now, so. It realistically doesn't make sense for me to try and get the stress bonuses right now. Okay, so you three. You, and you. So you three still need it. Which means time to pick this stuff up.
Let's take this. I'll hold it. Maybe this will come in handy. I'll hold it. Maybe this will come in handy.
And oh, I didn't need to take all this. Cannot equip the head. Oh, body. 4, 3, 4. Yeah, sure. But you three are gonna die, so... Oh, and I don't have Sachika anywhere. Let's put... Minamo here. Now I have access to Sachika. And then let's also grab these. Actually, I didn't need to grab the glasses.
Maybe this will come in handy.
Because Zen's not going to be alive. Although I did say he's never taking them off. I guess he is taking them off. Let's give them to Sachika. And then give the goggles to Rinko. And then Rio, you get to wear the other pair of... Geda. Alright, everybody. It's time to go pick up that water. And I might end the stream after that. It'll be a very uneventful stream, full of running around looking for goats.
Careful.
I should make a goat BTTV emote.
Let's take this.
Oh, that's just an empty bottle. I should make a goat emote and upload that and then add it to the channel.
I'll hold it.
Because currently, the only emotes... Also, I feel like I didn't get the wall
Watch
thing.
out.
Whoa.
Who knows? Goats?
Whoa!
Goats? 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 You're really gonna make me go inside? That's kinda lame, goats. You can't just, like, be chilling out where you were? That's kinda cringe. Really? I gotta go inside here. I can't just run around. I can't just run around outside the
What are you
beach.
doing?
Okay, fine. Fine, goats. Have it your way.
Ow.
Also, why is Zen in... Oh, yeah. That is a lot of metal. Come on, goats. Where are you? I need to find me a wall. Come on, goats. Oh, wait. I know for sure a place where there'll be goats. Here. Here. Goats? Bro, what happened to all the goats? Excuse me? Oh. Duh. Do I lose points if I go back to now? That makes a lot more sense. Too late. You know what that means? That means, we're already like kind of choosing this game,
I can't go there.
abusing mechanics, kind of. So, you know what? We're just gonna run back here. Doesn't make any difference.
Watch
Didn't
out.
have any points. Doesn't cost anything. Just pick up all the stuff.
Maybe this will come in handy. Let's take this.
Play the game without
Maybe
actually
this will come
experiencing
in
any
handy.
parts of the game. Nice.
Let's take this.
Huh?
I'll hold it. Let's take this.
There are times where he does not sound like Kyle McCarley at all. Iron fence. There are times where I could swear that that's Max Middleman. Oh, and a shell.
Whoa!
I'll hold it.
I mean, I guess that's why he's a voice actor. I guess that's kind of his job, isn't it?
Let's
Concrete
take
chunk,
this. We need this, right?
gloves, rock
I'll
salt,
hold it. Let's take this. I'll hold
metal, metal,
What
rock
is
salt.
it? I'll take it.
Metal, rock salt.
What is it?
I don't know why I'm even doing this. I'm wasting days for no reason. Oh well.
Looks suspicious.
Difficulty 1 makes a lot of sense. Usually there's 2 goats here, and a goat out here, so...
Lucky me! What is it? Lucky me! What is it?
Oh.
Nice. This might be useful.
Zen's gonna die, Mamoru's gonna die, Haruto's gonna die. That's gonna reset everybody. Going up to the 3rd floor is going to be 2 days. 6 days. I think we'll be okay. No, it actually doesn't it. It makes sense for me to get it now on the 3rd floor. Because this is gonna add... No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
The next destination is...
I mean, I've already gone up here, so...
Where are we?
I've already gone up here, so we might as well. Oh. So I can just speedrun through the floors. Nice. Okay. A locker, you said.
Whoa!
What's this?
The next destination is...
Did I never come down here?
I'll hold that. Nice.
I 100% came down here. Did I not?
Could this be?
I guess I didn't. The game says I didn't.
Something here.
Oh,
Let's have
right.
a look, shall we?
The cooking fiasco.
Is this it? There. I'm going to activate it.
I was gonna say.
I'll hold that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got that fruit knife.
What could this be?
Use the toilet. No. We don't. No one needs it.
Where are we?
Could it perhaps be the blue marker? Wow. Oh. Hey Haruto, you used to work for this company, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my 3rd year, but I still had a lot to learn. What is this, a social link?
Amazing!
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. I can tell you worked really hard from all the papers on these desks.
Let's see.
Yeah, I guess I'd be lying if I said we weren't busy.
Yeah.
I've only seen them in movies and dramas, but being a weekly magazine editor is crazy business, isn't it? I was gonna say, I got lucky. It requires everybody to be children for some reason. I think everyone... No, people might have died at this point. They certainly weren't... I mean, I know Haruto was an adult. Did you always end up going home on the last train?
No.
Actually, catching the last train home would have been a good day. Whenever deadlines came up, I wouldn't be able to go home for days at a time. Even if I did go home, I could only sleep for 3 hours or so.
That's...
Oh, this is amazing. This is everything I wanted. This is so funny. I'm surprised you didn't get sick from a schedule like that. But, you know, I was definitely busy, yet there was a sense of satisfaction from doing what I felt was worthwhile. Once the work was complete, nothing beat having a drink while reading the feedback on the published magazine. It really felt like those moments were everything I lived for. Haruto, you should stop right there.
Sorry.
Am I talking too much? It just brought back those memories. No, that's fine. It's fine, but when you talk about those struggles in a kid's body, it gives me a weird sense of guilt.
Well...
Oh. Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. He had to be a child. Yeah, it's like seeing a child actor with heavy bags under their eyes from working too much.
Oh no!
Makes me feel bad for not being able to protect you from all that.
Sorry.
Sorry, I completely forgot how I look right now. Wow. 6,000 score points.
North is up.
Knick-Knack Shack sure is generous. Where are we going? We're looking for the desktop. Gee. That won't take long at all.
Found it! Is this it?
Which way is north?
Yeah. Could it be
Whoa.
you?
What's this?
Oh. Can't carry the first aid kit. Well then.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Nice.
We should mark it.
I think that's it for this floor.
Let's check the map.
Oh, there's one here too. On general affairs. How do I get out of here? This is not the way. Is it?
Let's check the map.
I'm lost.
Whoa!
Oh no. Mamoru's gonna die of old age. This is such a pain.
Destination.
He really is gonna die too, because I assume the
Whoa!
like social event things are gonna force a day pass. Oh no, I could just go back to base.
Oh,
He doesn't have to die. I don't have any points anyway, and I won't lose any points because I'm a difficulty 1. Where are we going?
Where are we?
Okay. This way. I wonder what this one's about. Haruto, you were an editor for Mashiro Weekly, right? Have you ever worked on manga?
Let's see.
No, that was a different department. Though we did have informational comics every once in a while. Oh, but I read some manga too. Mostly just the famous ones though.
Uh-huh.
I like the classics too. My favorite magazines are Shonen Step and Mangazine. Reminds me of, Somnium Files. Towards the end. I mostly read shoujo manga. I remember reading the same ones over and over, wishing I would fall in love like those like in those stories someday.
Yes.
I've not read much manga before. Unfortunately, there are not many opportunities for me to experience most forms of pop culture. Interesting.
Ah.
Well, you are of pretty high standing, but did your parents not let you read them or something? Maybe she was just too busy. No, not because I was not allowed to. I hardly had opportunities to even go outside. I simply did not feel the urge to read them.
Oh.
That's the young lady of Mashiro for you. I didn't know there were people in this country who've never read manga before.
Yeah!
Sachiko reads manga too. For magazines, I like Melodic F and Miki Monthly.
What?
Those are for people 15 years and older. Miki was published by Mashiro Publishing, wasn't it? Think we could find some magazines? I don't get it. I don't get it. Not so fast. Even when we find it, I ain't letting you read Miki, Sachi.
Huh?
What? Why are you being so mean?
You shouldn't.
I ain't being mean. You're too young to be reading those things.
Yeah.
I agree with Minamo on this one.
That's love.
Yes, this too is a form of love.
You're right.
I mean, how much younger is she supposed to be? If she's younger than 15, I feel like, I don't know, 14 maybe. So this must be how parents feel. Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell how old she's supposed to look. Aw, I don't get it, but if you all say so. Yeah, I don't know. And then we're gonna let Mamoru skirt on the edge of death. He's courting death. Let's organize this. That's not what I wanted. I guess that works though. Oh, there's a sort, isn't there? Tab. Oh, well, that didn't do what I guess that works. You know what? I'm using the mouse for this. This is... how do I get out of this? R?
We need to lighten the load.
Cannot move because inventory is too heavy. Oh. Haruto. Oh, it's all that metal.
Whoa!
You know what? I feel like I'd have a much easier time playing this on... Yeah, I feel like I'd have a much easier time playing this on a keyboard, but... I refuse because the camera thing is weird, but... Also, I feel like...
Let's take this.
Sure, it might be easier for me to play this on... That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. It might be easier for me to play this on keyboard, but I've played... We're this far. We're this far.
I'll hold it.
Where's the metal? The metal is here.
We
And the
need
concrete.
this, right?
Oh,
Let's take this. We need this, right?
so let's toss down this, and this, and this. Oh, wait, no.
Let's take this.
And this. Put this down. Grab
We need
these.
this, right? I'll hold it.
And then this.
Nice. This might be useful.
I think that's everything. And just put all these in storage. Oh. And also, if I can, these as well. Okay. Oh, difficulty. So,
I can't go there.
goat time.
Huh?
Yep, there it is. Actually... Yeah, that's better, goat. What counts as a wall? Is it just any, like...
Huh?
tile that you can't get out of?
Watch
Like,
out.
does this count as a wall?
Whoa. Ow.
Yes, I could... No, I can get knocked back here. So I would want to put a little extra space. It counts if you get a kickback, receive extra damage when you hit the wall. So maybe I want to move like right here and get kicked by the goat. Come on, goat. Come on, goat.
I can't let this stop.
I'll hold it.
Come on, goat.
Dying. Again? Let's take this.
Come on, goat. Yeah, because I don't think I got it that previous time, because I don't think I got the slam back damage. Maybe I'll get it on Zen here. We'll know for sure this time.
I'll leave the...
Oh, I guess not. Party formation. Well, Zen is dead, but... Minamo is still alive. Tachika. Rinko. Yuma. Actually, no. You're encumbered.
Concentrate.
Ready?
Ready?
Eat this!
Tap this up. I'll get it.
Goodbye, goat. Okay, I think I picked up everything. Time to head back.
Stop.
And I don't think I got extra damage from Zen, because I think I just died when the goat hit me. Oh well. Are there times when the game will trap you in a room? Because if there's not, unless you're running by all the enemies and you die to a boss or something, I don't see a reason, or you're just pressed for time. I don't see why you would escape normally, unless everyone's gonna die if you go through the floors because it's taking too long. Haruto! Adult lifespan, don't really care. Slaw. Died without attacking once. Oh, nice. Okay. So I guess if you got trapped by enemies that you couldn't... I guess, not that you couldn't defeat them, but you just take too much damage at once. Look at this flexing ghost. Senior, 100 burden, killed by a goat. Probably slammed it full for force. Let's just preemptively set this here. Now, Sachika, Yuma, and Rinko are all set for their equipment. So, Zen. I bet there's probably a Shigabane for dying for just about everything in this game. Let's take the axe and the umbrella, pick these both up. It's much heavier. It's still lighter than the small child with an axe. That's not terrifying at all. Gotta get this to Zen. I gotta give him his sunglasses back.
I'll pick it up. Maybe we could use this.
I almost don't want to put gear on other
Am I
characters,
supposed to carry this? I'll pick it up.
just because I don't want to.
Maybe we could use this.
I mean,
Does this
theoretically,
look
I won't
useful?
party wipe. I just don't want to like.
I'll take it.
I just don't want to pick it up when they die. Let's switch the party around. Look at these babies. The stylish skill? Oh. Stylish. So what, I gotta find some stylish shoes for him? We get a set bonus? You're trying to tell me Geta aren't stylish game? You're trying to tell me that this look right here isn't the epitome of style? Let's see. I might not have unlocked bonus equipment effects. Life source. Ooh, that's a lot of scrolling. Stylish. Increases stress capacity. Transporter. Maximum weight. Carried items. Gender locked equipment. Quick charge. Power charge. Recharge. Resistance. Gradually reduces stress. Safe and secure. Add sound attribute. Excuse me. Extra score. Passion. And enemies become slightly slower. Pure love. Tolerance. Prosperity. Medieval gear. Interesting. So, right now, Zen is a very cool cucumber. So, for today, I think for the end of today's stream, I think I said I was going to end it after that. I think we'll just organize stuff and I'll talk while we organize. Yeah, so let's throw this down. Actually, I want to keep some of those. I want to keep 4. Emergency bathroom. That's also not what I wanted to do. I want to keep 8 of these. Put this down. That's the drinkable stuff. Now we've got meat that we can put here. We can get salt that we can put here and stack. Don't have anything here. We don't have anything here. But we do have... Oh, these are attack weapons. 7 attack. But probably worse than everything. I guess I'll put these somewhere special. I'll put them here. I didn't pick up any box cutters. I did get some shells. And I'll also throw the knives here. That'll be the little metal bits. I still hesitate on whether or not the vine... Why does it count as food? Why does it count as food? That makes me uncomfortable. So we got food, we got stuff, we got whatever this is. And we've got animal bits. Well, if I want to make this animal bits, it probably makes more sense for the horns to be here. And then I'm just gonna toss these all down here. And then here, I will put the PVC pipe. And I got metal bits, heavy things, or like big pieces, stuff, more stuff, bits, and plants. The bamboo, unfortunately, is not a food, so I guess I'll put it in here with the sticks, the driftwood. The umbrellas, they're all going to be under the tree. And I guess I will put these on everybody. And then the first aid kit, I guess I'll just hold this. And we'll pick this back up. So I think we got something done today. There's no world map, which I'm a little...
Let's mark it on the map.
disappointed at, but we basically accomplished very little aside from in terms of the story. In terms of getting bonus skills, we got some stuff. It definitely happened. There were definitely things that we got. And in terms of getting everybody roughly the same age, we're getting there. Everyone is going to age much faster than Zen, and he's going to watch the 3 ladies around him get a lot older than he is, and he's going to continue to be the youngest. So that'll be funny for him. We found out that Mamoru has got... Oh, he's still in his swimsuit, isn't he? We can't have that. We can't have that. Don't worry, Twitch. Don't worry. Don't worry. Jeez, they just had to do that to me. I'll swap these around. And I'll just let those sit. We won't do that today, we'll do that next stream. Oh. I thought I put Zen in the party. Oh, no. That's what happened. He's not holding anything important. Oh, why did I do that? Cool. So, I think the party's pretty well put out. So tomorrow? Yes, actually no, not tomorrow. I see what's happening. No, Steam, I don't need the keyboard. I don't need the controller keyboard. This is not what I need in my life. Please let me access... Okay, I guess my controller no longer works for controlling the game, because I have the keyboard up. There we go. No. Steam, I don't want... Steam. Steam. Okay, well, it looks like I'm not using the controller anymore, because every time I try to move, it opens up the keyboard. We're gonna... I guess we gotta use the keyboard then. But, I guess, tomorrow, I don't think we'll actually be doing Zanki Zero. I might, as soon as the stream stops, I might go grind out Scarlet Nexus, and then continue to grind it tomorrow, so I can redo all the story that I lost because I'm loading up a previous save, so I can do endgame content. So that might be what we do tomorrow. If I haven't reached, it depends on how far I get. If I get to like the finale of the game again, then I'll stream Scarlet Nexus tomorrow. If I don't get to it, I don't know what we'll do. It depends. If there's something happening in... Let's see. Let me minimize the game for a second. What could I do? I could play Minecraft, I could play Genshin. I could play Pokemon trading card game online. There's nothing left to do in Anne. And I don't want to start a new game. So here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna try and get Scarlet Nexus ready for endgame content by tomorrow. If that doesn't, because Saturday is the variety day. If that doesn't happen, then we'll have to see if there's anything interesting. I could just do chill Minecraft stream. I think the schedule, because Genshin's dead. There's nothing to do in Genshin. There's going to be nothing to do until 2.2 comes out. Yeah, Scarlet Nexus, that's the plan. Backup plan is either Minecraft or we're just going to continue to play Zanki Zero. So that'll be what we're going to do. Yeah, that's the plan. Same time, 3 PM, hopefully. I'm going to try really hard to get Scarlet Nexus to work, and hopefully it does. So, with that being said, let me mute the game. I'm getting... You know what? I like this for a while, because it was happy.
That's a pleasant song.
It quickly became very annoying. Let's do this one. I guess we're doing this. This is why you put on shuffle, I guess. Not that it matters, because I'm gonna mute the game now. Because I'm playing the outro tomorrow, 3 PM, same time, 3 PM, 3:15, somewhere in between there. EST. We're gonna be playing Scarlet Nexus, probably, maybe. If not, Zanki Zero or Minecraft. So the game's muted. I'm gonna be muted, and the outro goes. So, bye. Hope to see you tomorrow.